What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracka, Season 3, Episode 39. Yep, some things to talk about, some stuff to show. But you might hear Gizmo from time to time running around. I don't know if he's going to make an appearance, but he's a little crazy today. He's actually being a bit of a doucher. As you can see, he cut me pretty good. I've been bleeding for the past couple minutes. He got me in the wrists and in the leg. He's running wild, probably because tomorrow he's got to go to the vet. Who knows? Maybe they sent it. I don't know. But plus, he's getting very demanding. He wants more and more treats to appear on camera. So I don't know. We'll have to see how this works. He wants himself working to the title of cracka. He wants his opening. So it's doable, but we'll see. Like I said, a couple things to show and a couple things to go over. So this ought to be fun. Plus, maybe a few questions out there. Who knows? I went to Five Below again. I applied for a job there. I forget what they had, a little thing. I forget the hell what it, but they also had different comics as well. So, as people know by now, they have like packages of comics. You get 4 in there for $4, and I bought what they had. I opened up one 4-pack. I got Valor number 22, the Flash number 232. Untold Tales of Spider-Man number 16. And last but not least, Robotech, the Macross Saga number 11, which is from like 87, which is pretty cool. Because this thing's in like mint condition. Like I said, a lot of times you get these books and they are in less than mint condition, but like I said, I bought what they had, so I bought, I think, 4 packs, 3 packs. I'm going to show you the rest. I got Daredevil number 299, which is pretty cool because I didn't have that one. Came with Meridian number 32. Sigil number 26. I think that's how you say it. Sigil. Man of War XO number 16. That was another pack. And this was the last pack I got, which was pretty interesting because I remember something about it, but I'll tell you in a sec. Came with Batman number 660, well, Detective Comics featuring Batman number 660. Croc vs. Bane. Cage, Hero for Hire, Who's Working Overtime number 2. Sovereign 7, number 5. And last but not least, this thing's not even opened. Collector's Edition, Robin 3. It says this collector's set includes Robin 3, Cry of the Huntress number 4, special moving cover, second reversible cover, covers by Michael Gold and Brian Stellafreeze, exclusive poster by Mike Zeck, which I just put it in a bag and a board. Never opened it, still got the poly bag wrapped around it. Which I remember, this is what I was saying, I remember something about this. I remember getting, back in the day, I think it was like 1990, give or take. I remember getting like a Robin, if it was Robin 2 or Robin 3, I think it was Robin 3, like a little prism sticker kind of thing. I had a lot of them, but some were stolen when I was a kid, and a lot of them, they just disappeared. But I can't remember what the hell Robin 3 was about. I mean, obviously it's Robin 3, but I don't know if it was just a thing in general, or it really was about like Tim Drake, and I don't know, I never read them. But anyway, moving on. Those are the comics that I got. I've been doing some organization. That's pretty much what I've been doing a lot lately, because I've been applying to jobs, and really jobs just are kicking my ass and not calling me back. I'm not getting any interviews. I got like one interview that was, oh man, what was it for? Best Buy, and they basically told me to try again in December, which doesn't help much. My fiance right now is on her like 4th or 5th job interview. I think this is for Kohl's or something like that, so hopefully she'll get one and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, like I said, I've been organizing because I'm pretty much broke. The very little money I do have is going, obviously it goes towards rent and it's going towards food and stuff like that. And a small little thing of chump change, I guess, is like maybe $20 or $30 is put aside because I want to go to that. Great, now everyone's after me. I want to go to that show I was telling everybody about, and see what they got. I don't have a lot of money, but hopefully maybe I'll be able to get some stuff. We'll see how it goes. But Mongo Stomp Time 07 was talking about, which I'm going to get into that whole thing in a moment. I just wanted to go over something else. I get off track, you know. The pain from Gizmo cutting me. But anyway, like I said, I've been organizing because I'm pretty much broke. I got nothing really else to do other than watching comic book movies and playing Injustice and stuff like that. Which is cool because now they got Zatanna. I had Martian Manhunter and Zatanna. They're pretty cool. A lot of fun. But, like I said, organizing, I made... this is how crazy I've gotten. Show you. This is my new and improved Spider-Man book, obviously. It has... this is going to go into my Mongo Stomp Time 07 thing. But I have a list of all the new stuff that's come out that I wanted to get over the past couple weeks. But the main purpose of the Spider-Man book is I got Amazing Spider-Man in there. It's a couple pages. Web of Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Pretty much every Spider-Man thing, excuse me, hiccup, that I have or I'm looking for. Let's see, I got Spectacular Spider-Man, the Sensational Spider-Man, everything in Spider-Man related, let's put it that way, is in this book. And I've crossed out all the things I have, put like notes on what things I'm really looking for, especially I have like another separate page we're going to bring to the show to look for stuff. Then I have another book which I'm going to draw some stuff on there, but this is pretty much everything that related to X-Men, X-Factor, Wolverine, any of the mutants, I guess, you know, X-Force, Extreme X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, Ultimate X-Men. That's in this one. Then I have in this one, which I'm starting now, is basically, it's going to be Captain America, Iron Man, Daredevil, all that stuff. So at least I know exactly what I have. Is it anal? Yes, it is. I'm a little crazy with stuff like that. Because I was looking at a computer program that they have where you do all the stuff, but I don't know, I'm kind of old school. But anyway, I'm rambling and rambling and rambling. Like I said, I've been organizing. But going through so much stuff, I found so many books I forgot I even had, like, because I was just going through everything. And right now, I have basically a box, a short box, full of doubles. Well, a short box and a half, I guess, full of doubles. That I found that I didn't even know I had. I thought I had like 1 or 2 doubles of comics, but apparently I have a lot more. This is a small little chunk I'm going to show, which I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I don't even know if I'm going to do any of my doubles. I don't know if I'm going to give them away in a contest, which would be good. You know, that contest I'm going to have, I don't know, in the near future. Kind of to bulk it up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to sell them. Probably won't sell them. I might trade them. I don't know. I'm still thinking about what I want to do. But like I said, here's a few. This is nothing. I have, like I said, a box and a half. So just show you. The End X-Men Book 1, Dreamers and Demons #1. And like I said, these are all doubles. And this was weird. I don't know what happened with this. But I have The End Book 1, X-Men Dreamers and Demons #5. Now here's one. I have 2 of them. I actually have 4 of these, and I have no idea why. Not a freaking clue. Apparently I bought 2 from Captain Comics, and then the other 2 I think I got from like a Mock Time. It's a cool cover, but I don't know why the hell I have 4 of them. But yeah, so I have 2 of these up for trade, or sell, or I don't know what I'm going to do. Just, I have doubles, let's put it that way. Nightcrawler #1. A vs. X, Uncanny X-Men #11. X4 #1. X-Men #1, the Magneto cover. Uncanny X-Men #310. The West Coast Avengers vs. the Rangers #8. Classic X-Men #30. And last but not least, this little pile, Uncanny X-Men #294. Actually, I have quite a few of these too. Crazy like that. Alright, so that's just a small little sample of my doubles, which, like I said, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with them yet. Haven't decided. Maybe I'll just keep them. I don't know. We'll see. See what I do down the line. I'm very weird when it comes to things like that. But anyway, another thing, like I said, I want to talk about, Mongo Stomp Time 07. Was talking about this in his last video, at least the last video I saw. I don't know if he made another one yet. But he was saying how money's tight, and you know, with his collection, he's, you know, while what he's collecting the new stuff, he had to drop a lot of titles, and he's dropping more titles. and he was asking, what do you do in a situation like that? Um, and he was asking for help. Uh, Basically, I'm gonna give you what's going on with me. So it's funny because I'm watching Mongo sometime. I'm watching your videos, and I'm just like, wow. I was like, I just said that recently, or I just was thinking about that. So it's strange. But me personally, like I said, that when I moved here, money was beyond tight, which I didn't think it was going to be like that because we kind of planned for it. So we're not really screwed yet, I guess is the word to put it. But we're not in the position where we want to be. My fiance and I, we're kind of like, I know Hippie said, he's like, why you guys moved down there without any jobs? And everyone's been saying, they're like, how do you move down there with no jobs? Um, Basically, we rolled the dice because my fiance's family's down here already. And the sad part is they don't even have jobs either. And they've been here since the beginning of May. And they can't find anything either. So it's rough because my fiance wanted to, live down here because everyone, kept telling us it's because I have a lot of friends that are down here and everyone's like, um, it's so much cheaper. It's a better life. There's everyone's hiring. Come on down. Blah blah blah. Which is true, and it isn't true. It's true because it is a little cheaper down here than it is in New York. Actually, it's a lot cheaper than it is in New York because if you live in New York, you know how expensive stuff can be. But and a lot of people are hiring, but the way they're hiring is ridiculous. It's all online. Nothing anymore is walk in with an application or fill something out in the store. Everything is online. You don't even know if these people are even getting your application. So it's a little ridiculous. There's tons of hiring, but no one seems to be hiring me. Um, but like I said, with the whole thing with collecting, since I came down here, I haven't really gotten anything. I mean, I went to the one comic book store. I told my fiance, I was like, I'm gonna go nuts. I was like, I just wanted to get some new comics or some old ones. So she's like, all right, see what you can do with this amount of money, and this is gonna be it though. She's like, there's no more, in the budget for anything. So it's like basically no more comics. So I was like, all right, So I had shown that on a couple of videos before this, what I got from Capital Comics, I think it was, and Foundation's Edge, which were cool comic book stores. But that was pretty much the last of the new stuff. Like I haven't gotten any new things since then. And a lot of things I was like sitting there, I was going to focus on just getting back issues from now on, because I really wanted to focus on my Spider-Man. But as most people know, Spider-Man, like all the friggin' titles, not title, well, Amazing Spider-Man, all the issues are like almost through the roof. It's hard to get a good deal on Amazing Spider-Man stuff right now. Now X-Men starting up because of the whole Days of Future Past thing, so a lot of that stuff's getting hyped up and becoming very expensive. But as Manga Stomp Time with 7 was saying, that what are you going to do if when money's tight? How do you pick and choose? How do you decide what you're going to do? And basically, it just comes down to what you want to do. I mean, me, like I said, on my side, I'm pretty much stuck. I can't really do anything. I can't get any new issues, and I really can't get any back issues. So I'm kind of in the period almost where it's like I'm not collecting, and who knows when I'll get a chance to collect again. Um, but the one thing I have to throw in there is be thankful for the comics you have, and not just comics, but like collections that you have. I guess anything like if you collect DVDs, you collect CDs, collect figures, whatever it is you do. Be thankful for the things that you did get and do have, and look over them a lot. Be like, hey, look, I got the first appearance of Wolverine, or hey, I got the first appearance of Iron Fist, I got the first appearance of this. That's awesome. Soak it in, especially when you're not getting anything else. Like even if it's for a while, you never know. Like me, that's what I've been doing. That's pretty much what I'm forced to do. But I'm enjoying it. I'm going through my comic book boxes. Like I said, I found so many doubles of things I didn't know I had doubles of. I found so many comics I don't even remember getting. Especially a couple X-Men. I have a lot of old Uncanny X-Men's I don't even know I had. And I'm just like, wow, that's cool. I can't believe I have that one. I'm looking it up, and I'm like, oh, that's, I'm reading and enjoying stuff like that. And that's what it really is all about. It's not really about how much stuff you get. It really boils down to what you enjoy. And I know Mongo Stomp Time 07 was saying that he enjoys reading the new books. He's having a great time with them, and but when money's tight, there's not much you can do. I mean, it was much better back in the day when comics came out monthly because you actually had a better shot of getting, the newer stuff. Like, like, all right, say Superior Spider-Man comes out August 1st. Now you're like, all right, I don't have to worry about anything until September 1st. You know what I mean? Like, you're kind of like, all right, I got some time to save some money, so I know I can get that book. You know, granted, it's like $4 now, whatever it is, $3. Um, but you had time to get that money, recycle cans or whatever you want. But nowadays, it's like every week there's a new, you know, there's like 15, 20 books come out every week, and you're like, oh, God. And it adds up. It really, really adds up. I remember, like I said, I'm dating myself. Back in the day when I was a kid, um, I used to go nuts going after all the old school issues, like all the back issues. Like I wouldn't focus on any of the new ones. I was always focused on, um, you know, like say like you know, let's take Spider Man. Amazing Spider-Man, like, oh, I gotta get, you know, number 100, and, you know, I gotta save my money and get number 100. And, you know, back, you know, in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't that expensive, but, it, you know, it was. And my mother's like, you know, why don't you, you know, all right, save money towards the old ones, like, that you want, but don't neglect the new ones. You know, I was kind of thinking, I looked at her like, you know, what are you talking about? You're not making really any sense. She's like, well, think about it this way. The new ones, in time, are going to be the old ones. So she's like, and then if you don't get the new ones, she's like, in 5, 10 years, you're going to be looking for these now. So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. So then I switched from back issues to strictly new issues. Like, that's all I bought when I was a kid, was just buying all the new stuff. Which nowadays, like I said, now it's old. Like the first appearance of Carnage, you know, I got that when it first came out. You know, and now it's worth money. It's old. You're like, you know, you didn't think of it. You're like, all right, cool. You know, or the first appearance of the black suit. You know, you get it off the rack. You're like, oh yeah, whatever. You know, 10 years from now, you don't know. So it does make sense to get the new stuff, but I always say like just get it if it makes you happy. But when you have money shortage, you gotta just kind of do what you gotta do. Like, you know, see how much money you have to play with. That's like what I usually do, and just pick something. One of the books, like if you had to go to one book, what would be the one book that you want to read more than any of the other books, and just stick with that. And then when money frees up, like I said, what I commented on your thing. What I do is, what I'm doing now is I write down all the new stuff that comes out, what date it came out, the number, you know, stuff like that, so that later on, when money frees up, I'll be like, hey, you know what? Let me go back and try to get these for a good price. Which it does suck because that's always like my fear. Like I always, not really a fear, but like it's what I've said in like videos way before this, was that when money's tight, it sucks because like you lose the chance to get the new issues, and then like, you know, 2 months from now you're like, all right, I got money, let me get these issues, and of course the issues you're looking for that you missed are the ones that are worth a fortune now. You know, that's always my fear. I'm like, I tell my fiance, I'm like, oh, you know, I missed Savage Wolverine number 7, which I didn't. I have that one. All right, so say number 8. Now 2 months from now, I'm like, all right, you know, let me go get number 8, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, this was the first appearance of this character, and now it's like $500. You're like, it's like I could have bought it for $3, but now it's 500. Not that that's true, but you get the point. You get the gist of it. But besides that, like I actually did get a question about like collecting, which I've gone over a long time ago. But it really is, like I said, I'm saying the same point. Is that it all comes down to what you want to collect. I mean, whether toys, comics, like I said, everything. It's just what you really want to collect. But don't do it to. This is gonna sound. I don't know. It's gonna sound stupid, but it might sound profound. Who knows? YouTube is. I look at it as an outlet. You know, I like to show off, not show off, but show some of the stuff that I have, and talk about to people about stuff that I have, and talk about people stuff they have. You know, same interest. But a lot of times, I've noticed some people, and myself included, sometimes they just want to go and get stuff so they can put it on YouTube, in a way. Like, not that it sound, it sound not really petty, but it's like, oh, hey, check this out. Look, I got, you know, Amazing Spider-Man number 5 or something like that. You know, you sold your house to buy this comic, and you're like, hey, look, I got it. You know, you're on YouTube, like, hey. One, because you're excited that you have it, and that's understandable because everyone gets like that when they get something cool that they like, especially something they've been waiting for. But you can't let that be the focus of your life, I guess is the way to put it. Like, don't go out and spend $100 on a book that you can't afford because you want to show it to you on YouTube and say, hey, look, I got this one. If you can afford it, cool, get it, do what you want. You know, that's the way to go. But don't do it just to do it, I guess is the thing I'm getting at. Because me personally, I actually found that little trap a couple times. Like I watch a lot of the videos, and I'm like, that's an awesome issue. That's an awesome issue. That's an awesome issue. That's an awesome toy. That's an awesome this. And right away, I'm like, oh, well, let me go get that. And I run out and find out how much it is, and you're like, oh shit, it's expensive. But what the hell, I'll get it, and then I could show it on YouTube that I got it too. Which is just, it's almost like a trap. Like I said, it's you're just kind of like getting into the frenzy of, I really want that. I need it. But sometimes you just can't get it. It's one of those things. People luck out on certain things. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I know a lot of comics I have, it was pure dumb luck that I wound up getting it and getting it for a cheap price. But again, like I've said this before too, never compare your stuff to anyone else, because you just wind up pissing yourself off, because they always say what the grass is green on the other side. No matter how much kick-ass stuff you have, you always think somebody has better stuff than you, which sometimes is true. No, I'm kidding. But never do that. Never compare your collection, because it's just not worth it. Admire someone else's collection, yeah, sure, what the hell, like, hey, that's a cool thing, maybe I'll get that down the line. Like, I was watching Ravage X9, that Soundwave is freaking awesome. I was looking at that thing, I was like, oh my god, I was like, that's really, really cool. I was like, I want that. And then I found how much it costs. I'm like, wow, that's gonna have to wait for a while. And my fiance's like, she's like, you're out of your mind. She's like, I'm not spending that kind of money on that. I'm like, nah, it's all right, it's cool, but it can wait. Christmas is down the line, which it's gonna be a very poor Christmas this year, unless we get a job. But with me, like I said, like, it hurts having to cut back on like getting stuff that you're used to getting, and it's like almost a normal thing. Like, you get up, you get dressed, you go to the comic book store, you come back with a load of comics that you love to read, and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, I don't have any money anymore. So it's like, you get the point. But it's just something you got to get used to, I guess. I'm kind of getting used to it, because I'm looking at it in a different light, I guess. Like, I'm like, you know what? I could sit here and bitch and moan about it, and and look at it as like, life sucks. I can't get that, the new Spider-Man, or I can't get the new X-Men. My life sucks ass. But then I look around and I go, you know what? Hey, I got some kick-ass stuff already that I should be appreciating more, which is what I'm doing. And also, I got my cat now. I'm very happy with my cat. He costs money, food and vet stuff like that. And he's more worth it than the comics. It sounds harsh, but even though he bit me and scratched me today, he's family. So I look at it like that. It's I could have got rid of the cat and spent money on comics, but that's not what I want to do. I'd love to just keep my cat. Like I said, he's family. So if I have to cut back on comics to be able to afford him, that's the way it is. Same thing with where I'm living. If I have to not get comics for a while just so I can live here, more power to it. If I have to not get comics for a year, just so we can move into a house and get our house all set up, it's the way to do it. You got to kind of prioritize a lot on top of everything else. I probably didn't help at all with this video, but just throwing it out there. Trying to help Mongo Stumptime 07. Like I said, man, it sucks when money gets tight. It really, really does. But the best thing you can do, if I've said anything, is save your money. If you want to go after back issues, focus on back issues. Save your money a little bit here and there. If you see a good deal on something, you actually have a little bit of cash. You're like, hey, you know what? I can afford to do this now. Let me go ahead and grab that one, because I'm safe. Also, you can also do what I do. Like I said, I write down everything I'm looking for, especially the new issues. I write it down when it came out, how much it's going for, how much it was, whatever it is. So later on, you can get them at your leisure. You kind of have an idea. But the best thing to do, it sounds harsh, but the best thing to do is save your money. If you can afford one title, then get the one title. But another good thing is just really appreciate what you got. I know you got a new place, you got your dogs, you got your woman, you got tons of cool kick-ass collectibles and comics. Take a look. It helps. It's helping me. I don't know if it might not help you, but it's been helping me. Like, I've been going through all my old comics, like I said, organizing. It's been kind of fun. But I'm kind of sick like that. I like to organize stuff. But I'm going through it. I'm going through my DVDs. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I haven't watched that in a couple of years. Let me watch that. CDs. Oh, I haven't listened to that in forever. Let me take a look at that. Or posters. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot I got that signed. Do that. And take your mind off of it. But or just go back. Another thing I'm doing, which is crazy, but well, not crazy, but I took one long box a couple days ago, opened it up, like I said, organization, but grabbed the first comic and just started reading it, and I'm going through them, each comic in long box. Once that one's done, I'm going to go to the next one. Who knows? Maybe you'll hit a story you haven't read in like 15 years. And like, oh my god, I forgot about this one. It's so cool. That's what you got to do. Hopefully, I've helped. I doubt it, but hopefully. I want to thank everyone for watching, especially taking out this long period of time here. And I think I got back to every one of their comments. I appreciate them all. Comment away. I don't mind answering stuff. I love getting comments actually. And maybe next time Gizmo will make an appearance if he's not being greedier, trying to slice me open like Freddy Krueger. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. Thanks for watching, taking the time out. I hope this might have helped, but who knows? I guess it kind of helped me a lot too. But anyway, I'm gonna go do things, apply for more jobs, watch some movies, stuff like that. Play some ball with the cat. He likes the Wii now. Interesting. But yeah, do that and yeah, maybe decide what the hell I'm gonna do with my doubles. Who knows? It's not the size you make it that matters. It's what you have in it. Later.